Welcome to the Lost Coast. In this tour, we'll be talking about a new graphics technology we've been developing called High Dynamic Range, or HDR for short. We'll also be giving you some insight into the design and production challenges we faced during the construction of the Lost Coast. It appears that you either have HDR disabled or your video hardware does not support HDR. You're still welcome to take a look around the level. First, a quick explanation of the commentary system. To listen to a commentary node, put your crosshair over the floating lambda symbol and press your use key. To stop a commentary node, put your crosshair over the rotating node and press the use key again. Some commentary nodes may take control of the game for the purpose of showing something to you. In these cases, simply pressing your use key again will stop the commentary.
The process of building characters in Half-Life 2 taught us many things. By the end, we believed we'd figured out a more effective process for designing and constructing characters. This fisherman is the first character we built using that process. Design-wise, the fisherman was focused on showcasing HDR and the way light falls on human skin. The highlights on his forehead and nose are good examples of specularity on human skin. You can see how the wrinkles on his cheeks and around his eyes are an example of how we can use normal maps to add depth. Production-wise, the fisherman was built using a similar process to the rocks you saw on the beach. We model the 3D character at a very high detail, then extract much of the physical information and store it in the textures.
Hey, you there? Wait a minute now, aren't you? You are. You're that scientist chap, Friedman, Fishman, am I right? You must be here to take on the Combine. Not sure what one man can do, but no other reason to visit St. Olga at a time like this. I'll take you to where they made their base, or as far as I can, at any rate. Here, now, let me just unlock this gate for you. Got the key right here. There we go. Get along now, laddie. Destroy that gun and no dawdling. Get along now, laddie. Destroy that gun and no dawdling. There's a path up the cliff. Step lightly now. Get going. Get back safely. I'll be here waiting for you.
One of the features of our HDR solution is dynamic tone mapping. The easiest way to think about dynamic tone mapping is that it's a method of simulating the way the human eye reacts to light. In the real world, you probably walked into a dark room and noticed your eye adjusting to the darkness, letting you see better after some time. Or you've walked out into a bright day and been blinded by the sun, only to have your eye adjust and allow you to see normally. Your iris is adjusting itself in response to the amount of light hitting your eye. Dynamic tone mapping simulates this by automatically adjusting the exposure of the scene to mimic the behavior of your iris. You can see this as the view moves from the dark tunnel to the bright sun and back again. Here, you can see the way we calculate the amount.
The courtyard in front of you is a space we call an arena. Arenas are built to hold the player for a period of time and usually contain combat or some other challenge. They often have multiple entry points for enemies, along with a gate of some kind to prevent the player moving on until the challenge has been completed. In this case, the arena is free of enemies until the player solves a puzzle and triggers an alarm. This is a method that allows the player to explore the arena and get a sense of its space before being forced to fight in it. It adds a sense of uneasiness to the player, who's expecting to be attacked now that they've reached the goal set for them at the start of the map. The break in the action here is also a crucial part of the level's pacing. It allows the player to recover and explore the world a little after being attacked on the way up the cliffside.
The Source engine supports a wide variety of shaders. The refraction.
We wanted to transition from a bright, wide-open space into a tighter, closed one to showcase HDR's dynamic tone mapping. We also like to focus on contrasting elements in our settings, like ancient human architecture and futuristic combine technology. A monastery fit these requirements perfectly. Monasteries are generally isolated, unlit, and built ages ago. They provide a great backdrop for the contrasting combine technology. When we build
Our games are filled with things we call gates, which are essentially just challenges that the player must overcome to drive the experience forward. We used a puzzle here since the player has been through combat and exploration recently. When we design challenges, we try to ensure that the player's goal and the action required by the player are both fun. It's not hard to create interesting goals for the player, like stopping this machine from shelling the nearby village, but the action required by the player to solve the challenge needs to be fun as well. So instead of something menial, such as hitting an off switch, the player gets to use physics to jam the gun's mechanism and cause it to break.
This marks the end of the Lost Coast tour. This has been an experiment on our part to see if our community would find it interesting to learn more about our... This marks the end of the Lost Coast tour. This has been an experiment on our part to see if our community would find it interesting to learn more about our development process. As always, we're interested in your feedback. I can be reached at GabeN. This marks the end of the Lost Coast tour. This has been an experiment on our part to see if our community would find it interesting to learn more about our development process. As always, we're interested in your feedback. I can be reached at GabeN, Gaben, at valvesoftware.com. If people like this, we'll keep producing this kind of content for all of our games going forward. Thanks for listening.
Oh, that's the end? It's even talking. I didn't know I was the end. But yeah, because let's start. It's fun. That should just despawn. Yeah, that's the map border. So you can see to them. It's despawn, so it goes into the next chapter. Like fade away. Just spawning. Hey. Oh. Can't go back. Yeah, we can't go back, but I got up here. That's dumb. I can. Shit, there's no roof. It's actually. That is dumb. They break if you go too far. Going. I didn't second that for nothing. I didn't want game commentary. I wanted gameplay. Still gave me that dynamic. I didn't just want game commentary. Fuck just wants. It's fucking. It's not what I signed up in this game. Oh. Oh, fuck a dirty slut. Ah. I break, watch. Break. What? Didn't. But they weren't expecting me to know this, were they? It would if I dropped down on it. Just saying that. Oh no, this is just the leave. This is just the part where you... It's nothing special, but... Oh, fuck.
You did it, lad. Come on with me to St. Olga. We'll celebrate this victory with a feast. I hope you like leeches. Hey, where you going? You're getting fuzzy around the edges. Well, I guess you got other places to be. Nice knowing ya.
Yeah. Me too, homie. It's left for dead characters.
Let me just unlock this gate for you. Got the key right here. There we go. Get along now, laddie. Destroy